Well, hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you. It's September 30th, 2025, and it is great to be with you. This is actually the show for Monday, and I'm going to explain why that happened in just a moment. But first of all, I want to welcome you. If you're new here, definitely welcome. If you're coming back, well, welcome back to Inspirations for Your Life, the ever popular motivational podcast, TV show, and uh, let's say a YouTube show that basically everyone is following to help them, let's say, improve the quality of their lives. So the master top gentleman for the week, which you probably want to know, and it's a really good one. And then that's going to get me right into why I'm going to be recording or doing broadcasting two shows on one day, which today is Tuesday, September 30th. And so I'll get to that in a second. But what I want to share with you is that the master topic of the week, cost of comfort versus the power of awareness. And uh, today or tonight's granular topic is kindness is the real legacy, series 4, show uh, 40, episode 3. That's kindness is the real legacy, series 4, show 40, episode 3. That means the end of this year, we will be in our year 5, and we'll be on the air 4 years in a row. All right, so let's talk a little bit about why I am. As you guys know, we're using one now called OneStream Live. And so, to be quite honest with you, we've been having issues with lots of these platforms. They've all been kind of flaky, to be quite honest with you. I've said to myself, if we don't find one pretty soon, we're probably going to write our own platform. Anyway, so OneStream Live has a major bug. And so what this bug is that when you set your audio for, let's say, for your studio that you have, well, they don't hold that audio setting. And so every time you go into OneStream Live, sometimes it's late. And if I don't go in and check, there's nothing on here that tells me that the audio is actually recording. I mean, nothing on here. So, that's a big problem, guys. And I'm hoping that the folks at OneStream, I have reached out to their tech support just to let you guys know. And unfortunately, I've been, let's say, faced with people that either don't know the platform. I won't say they're rude because they're not rude, but they really don't know the platform. And I think that's a very, very and hopefully they will fix these things. And I'll tell you that when you call them and you reach out again, they're very nice, they're very friendly, but they don't really know their platform. They're a group of people that are just reading scripts, and I'm gonna be quite honest. So I'm a little bit unhappy with the fact that I have to redo this again. I didn't do it last night because it was late, but again, they should they should be able to keep the microphone setting so that it's the same. Now, I have professional microphones, regular microphones. And so what happens is their system decides to default to a virtual microphone that may not be in use. And so you don't know this because nowhere in the show does it show you a level unless I go into settings. Then I have to look at audio and microphone, and it shows me the red line going up and down. So that's great. As you know, I also have to look at my left, which is the professional focus rate that I have. And I always check that, right? That I always check, but that doesn't mean that sound is actually being pushed out through the software. So I want to let you guys know that I've let them know about feedback. I've given them suggestions. I don't know what they're going to do. Are we going to stay with OneStream Live? I don't know. But I encourage you guys, if you're checking out this platform for your own benefits, to let them know that you're unhappy with this option where they have to basically require you to change the microphone. I mean, that is just insane. All right, enough about me talking about that. Hey, guys, so good morning, everyone. It is early in the morning. I have with me, you'll see this, well, it doesn't look very colorful, but it is a very healthy drink. It's 2 tablespoons of molasses where I put some instant hot 195-degree water. I melt it, and then I mix it up. And then I put some water, and then I put some orange juice in it. And very delicious. It's very good for the body, too. All right. So again, welcome everyone, and don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, of course, inspiring creations. And we will get the other show out to you later today, which will be the regular Tuesday show. All right, guys. So again, a welcome, big welcome. So check out believemeachieve.com. That is after the show. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life, the show where kindness, leadership, and lasting purpose light your path to a more, well, meaningful journey. Hey, everyone, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, also an engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, podcast coach, and graduate student, and most importantly, a passionate advocate for kindness in business and in life. Today, I'm helping you unlock why kindness is the true legacy that outlasts all achievements and how you can start building that legacy moment by moment right this very minute. All right, guys. So, number one is kindness outlasts achievement. Because long after the applause fades, people remember one thing: how you made them feel. A single genuine word or compass uh, of your own gestures can echo for years, shaping how others remember you and even how they treat others. Acts of kindness, number two, will always spark a chain set of reactions that will spread further than we ever imagined possible. When you take the step to help comfort or encourage, you inspire the next person to do the same, creating a ripple of positivity that lifts entire communities. And the best of all, it's free. Number three, guys, offering genuine compliments isn't just about flattery. It's about recognizing the good in someone and helping them see it for themselves. That boost of confidence can, well, light up someone's day and even fill a room with the most positivity you could ever imagine. Number four, guys, lending a hand even in small ways. It's a gift, but it's not money. And money can't buy everything, especially not the moments. When you show up for someone, especially when you expect nothing in return, the connection you forge is real and lasting. Number five, guys, forgiveness is a kindness you give yourself, letting go of grudges or old resentments. And it frees your mind and your heart, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. What is that? Growth, peace, and forward motion in your life. Number six, kindness is the key that unlocks new friendships, even from the most unexpected sources. When you reach out first, you invite stories, laughter, and give perspective that you never would have found or had the opportunity to encounter. Number seven, guys, I think is a very important one, and that is choosing to listen with patience, as it's profound in showing the art of respect and kindness. When people realize they're truly heard, trust is built, and relationships, well, they deepen. Number eight, never underestimate the power of small gestures. A quick note, a supportive text, or holding the door can become, well, a memory someone will treasure for a lifetime to come. Number nine, kindness can heal all hurts that words alone can't find the way to. You see, your sincere care is the antidote to loneliness, heartbreak, and self doubt, and restoring hope for those who, well, let's say, receive it. That's the key in life. Number 10, guys, sincere apologies are transformative. Admitting you're wrong and asking for forgiveness shows humility and strength, turning conflict into connection and resentment into respect. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted to be right. I still want to be right, but I admit today that if I'm wrong, and I take complete responsibility if I am wrong. Always love to be right, but if I'm wrong, I admit it and I apologize. A lot of people can't do that. And I think that's a key of growing up. Number 11, helping others doesn't just benefit them. It boosts your own happiness and gratitude. You see, the act of lifting someone up ends uplifting you too. It's like a boomerang. See, whatever we send out in the universe comes back to us. Not immediately, but it does come back. It could be an hour later, a day later, a week later, a month later, a quarter later, a year later, or years later. Number 12, kindness bridges gaps between people from, well, all walks of life. I think that's a very important thing to understand, guys. Very important thing. No matter our backgrounds, a warm welcome and a kind gesture make us equals and allies. Try it sometime. Give someone a smile, and you'll probably get one back. Number 13, a smile is universal, as I said. It's the simplest act of kindness, yet its positive energy breaks tension and, well, the doors to deeper relationships. Number 14, guys. Number 14 is all about this, and that is when you choose to act with kindness, you leave a legacy that outlives you. People retell stories about those who made a difference in their lives for generations. This is how kindness becomes eternal and spreads. Number 15, kindness is fuel that powers teamwork and creativity. Yeah, it's kind of this inner fuel, right? Like a superpower. When everyone feels valued, great ideas take flight, and trust becomes your competitive edge. Number 16, guys, checking in on others during hard times is more powerful than we often realized. One thoughtful gesture can change the course of someone's day or even their life. I have a quick story I want to share about this. So it was about a year or two ago, and right around the holiday times, they post this, and it kind of gets recirculated every year. So there's a kid who was working in Starbucks, and there are other people on his shift, and the kid was taking care of an older gentleman, and the guy was very rude and nasty to him. So much to the point that he pretty much had to walk away because he was almost in tears. In fact, he was in tears. And another kid stepped in to help with the order. But the guy was making everything so impossible. I mean, he had to be right, but he was actually wrong. He was a complete jerk. So the kid kind of went over to the side, and as soon as he basically left the store, which was a minute or two later, he came out. He just literally scrunched down behind the coffee machine, and he started crying. And within a minute, this other guy came over to him, and he knelt down, and then he sat on the floor, and he put his arm around this kid's shoulder and his neck. And he just looked in his eyes and he said, look, he's like, I get it, buddy. He's like, that guy was a complete jerk. I'm so sorry he made you feel that way. And his crying sobered down a little bit. But that moment was not one that many people probably want to live. Being in the food and hospitality industry, I know what it's like when people are rude to you. And I also know that I always want to be nice to everyone, especially those in the hospitality and the food industry. Just because you're leaving somebody a tip or you're paying their wages doesn't mean that you have the right to be nasty to anybody. That goes in any profession. I don't care whether it's technology, whether it's food, whether it's some other type of construction or anything. I once had a client one time. They owed us some money, and he wrote the check, and it was delayed. And I asked him for the check. Delayed not just a week, delayed like maybe over 30 or 45 days. So I explained to him how, it's important that we get paid so we can keep our prices low and also so we can pay our bills. He was an attorney. He took the check, literally, that he had, and he just flung it at me. And he flung it at me, and it went on the floor. And I just looked at him and I said, "Could you pick that up, please?" He came over, he picked it up. I said, "Would you hand it to me, please?" And he said, "You got your money?" I said, "Yes, I do, sir. Thank you very much. And I just want to let you know that this is going to be our last day servicing you." You see, we get the privilege to choose who we want to work for. And those that are rude to either myself or my staff, we have a zero tolerance for no discrimination of race, religion, sexual orientation, creed, color. And the attitude that you put forth today, I don't ever want or my team to ever experience again. So we're terminating your account officially today. Thank you for all the years you worked with us. And then they try to apologize. But you know what? It's too late. That kid with the barista, I know that if I was there and I was working there, I probably would have done the same thing, knelt down, and I think he even got him a coffee or a drink to kind of, subside him a little bit. And I know that I probably would have said something like, there's going to be jerks out there. And that guy was completely wrong. And I know we have to do our job. If we don't, we can get fired. But that was downright rude. And then I might have said something like, "Hey, we should, probably catch a bite after our shift if you're interested." To me, building that friendship, even though he might be a year or two older or younger than me, isn't just about getting another friend, but about showing somebody compassion. Because you see, that kid was about ready to give up. He was ready to just pack it in. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean he was going to end it all? I think it just meant he was going to end his job. I don't think he enjoyed his life. He had a very good, sports, let's say, social career in his school. But he was just ready to give up on people. And that's just a horrible thing. So I reach out and I say kudos to that guy that helped at Starbucks and to the fact that if I was in the same shoes, I would have done that. And if I was in the other shoes, I would have hoped that somebody would have done that to me. So I want to say kudos out to you and to taking the chance to help that kid, because of you, he now has a future that he's very happy with. So remember, be compassionate with people. Number 17, guys, being kind inspires bravery. When others see your example, they're more willing to take that leap to spread the good and support those around them. Like that kid at the barista. I bet if that happened again, somebody else would jump in now. Number 18, owning your mistakes is a kind act. Instead of guarding your ego, you're showing that humility and growth matter more than, being right all the time. Number 19, random kindness has magical effects. When you do something nice with no expectation, you catch people off guard, inspiring wonder and gratitude. Number 20, sharing knowledge freely is a high form of kindness. When you openly teach and guide others, you amplify progress and growth for all. Number 21, kindness makes spaces safe. When people know they'll be supported rather than judged, they thrive instead of just surviving and courageously share their best selves. I think sometimes we're afraid to show who we really are because we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be chastised, right? How many times has that happened to you maybe in grammar school or high school, right? You're afraid of showing your true self because, well, you didn't have any friends and you're afraid that if you did it, you might lose the potential of gaining any. And maybe the one or two that you had might leave you. But those weren't really friends. Those are people that were just doing what the crowd does and following bandwagon. And that's no way for anyone to live. Number 22, guys, giving credit is an easy and a powerful kindness, recognizing others for their hard work promotes a culture where everyone is inspired to contribute all the time. Number 23, sharing kindness online, even in the digital world, turns social media from a place of comparison to a force for genuine connection and encouragement. So a lot of times we're online, right? And everyone's always so busy. But can you just take a minute to maybe thank a creator for what they did or thank somebody if you like their post? You know, it won't cost you anything, and it's going to make that person feel so good and have an amazing day, and it's going to reverberate back to you. Remember, whatever you send out comes back, guys. I'm going to use this analogy here in town. I say my driveway's on fire, and I'm being proverbial here, but let's say my driveway's on fire. And this lady, I'm just going to call her Mary. And Mary's there, and she sees my driveway on fire. She's like, "Oh, John, how are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm fine. I could need some help." "Oh, John, I'd love to help. You know, I've got to take Joey to, let's say, karate practice. I've got to take Mark to softball, and I got to take Megan to dance class. Got to get going. You know, call 911. Our town's really good with that. I'm sure they'll do good. But make sure you message me on Facebook. Toodles." That person really was just not interested in helping you. They were too busy in their own life. I see this every day. They make such a big fuss about everything, right? But when it comes time for them to do something, they do it. I've learned in life, you do the things you want to do and have the life you want to have, okay? You don't need to rub that in people's faces. But you need to treat people with respect and kindness. And I just see so many people out there that do that. When somebody does that to me, I politely say to them, like now if somebody did that to me with the driver thing, I was like, I understand you're busy. You go. Don't worry about me. And I wouldn't even message her back. And when they came to me and said, "Hey, John, you know what happened?" Like, I'm fine. But to be honest with you, I don't have time for people that can't spend a moment for me when their own lives are more important than when I'm having a crisis. And that sounds rude, but that's the real truth. And so many people online are all wrapped up in themselves that they won't take 2 seconds to like a video, to share it. Why? Because they're too absorbed in themselves. I hope that hits home with a lot of you. And if you're creating social media, I know that you definitely will want that, Pat. I know that if you're watching other people's social media, I love it when people share, like, or put a comment. But be sincere. Don't comment with deception. Like I post tech videos and like, "Oh, well, such and such helped me." And I report and I'm like, spam, deceptive behavior. Don't do that. That's not kindness. That's abusing people. You might figure it's not. It is. It's digitally abusing people. And we have to stop that. Number 24, kindness is infinite. The more you share, the more the world receives. It values growth exponentially with every act. So when you spend the time on your dime, even though it doesn't cost you that, it makes people feel good. Number 25, supporting others in reaching their goals is kindness in motion. When you choose to help others rise, you invest in a future where success is shared and celebrated. Number 26, make it a habit to surround yourself with the kind of people that exhibit kindness. Lifting each other up will multiply the impact of your own good works, making a legacy much larger than yourself. If you find the people around you don't have a positive energy, it might be time to pick some new people to hang around, because you become what you think about, and you actually attract the energy to which you are near. Number 27, kindness is unforgettable. It's the indelible mark you leave in every life you touch. When all else fades, it is kindness that will be your true legacy and companion through your life. I know that you're probably saying, John, I'm so busy, I got this to do, but take a minute. Just take a minute, take a breath, enjoy life. Say thank you to somebody. Hold the door open for somebody today. Give somebody a smile. If you can, get them a cup of coffee from your office. Maybe it's a free cup of coffee or whatever. Maybe it's taking one of your colleagues and say, hey, you want to join me? We can go to lunch. And you guys can, split lunch. It doesn't have to be all on you. So, I think when we start to exhibit kind behavior will start percolating more up in our life. See, whatever we focus on will become more. I want to thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today here tonight. John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur on the Inspirations for Your Life podcast. Together, let's build a world where kindness is the standard and legacy you leave behind. I want to thank everyone, but I also want to hopefully inspire the people at OneStream Live, the different founders, to urgently take my comments today. It's very rare that I put a criticism in a video about a service, but I mean it. The fact that I had to go through extra work just because you can't take the effort to make sure your software preserves the microphone settings that I have, that's unprofessional, that's poor. And no, I don't know if I'm going to stay with you. We're going to have to see. You keep saying you're going to get better. We'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. I'm curious what you think. Let me know if you want OneStream Live to fix this. I know I do. I think the more people that see this and that tell them might actually get them to take some action. Let's be kind on our dime and pass it along, everyone. Have a great day, because kindness is infectiously positive.